I was like, I guess you can say that because we have a vice president? I don't fucking, is that? Who's white? I don't know. 2 women before her, same situation, you guys. Just incredible women, empowered, very, high caliber, forward-thinking women, but none of those relationships, went the distance. So I finally was like, you know what, maybe I need to open up the Dane schematics, go inside and tinker around, figure out what I'm not doing right to get this thing to launch, So just to kind of test myself, maybe even rattle my own cage, I thought for this next relationship, instead of trying to find one of these really incredible, well-rounded women, I want to date like a whore, just to throw myself off. Just a real, I don't care if this girl's vagina looks like elephant ears because she's been smashed by so many football teams and astronaut leagues. Yeah. I know what you're saying, Dane. Why after these amazing women do you want a girl like that? Well, because you can't enjoy a sunny day without some rainy days. I found this woman. I found a real dirty kind of chick, right in here in LA. Who would have thunk? You're saying, Dane, how dirty? I'll tell you this. Her crabs had herpes. That's how dirty. Her crabs had a Valtrex prescription at the pharmacy under the name Seahorse, I think. Yeah, no, this girl, I'm telling you, she was actually, it was a little bit over the top. She was one of those girls, I didn't like it when she would come over to my place unannounced, you know what I mean? Because sometimes she'd just jump in my bed and she was a dirty bird, it's like, and I've got a pretty nice thread count, because I'm doing okay on the sheets there. If I know she's coming over, I'll lay the 3 POs down there, take the pillows off, put a roll of paper towels, let's... Please. I think that I'm going to share something with you that, I shouldn't even tell this. I should never repeat this, but I look at the stage sometimes, a place I can share all sorts of things. So this would be, I guess, under the banner or category of, why the fuck would you tell that to us, Dane? That is one of the worst things that I could share. Maybe one of the wildest things I've ever done. So don't judge me, please, on this one isolated incident. Please judge me on my entire legacy. We were laying in bed together, this girl and myself, and it was a nice night. We're just kind of chilling out, and then suddenly she throws open her legs, and she looks at me and she goes, "Take your big fat cock and stick it in my juicy pussy and fuck the shit out of me with your big balls and fat fucking cock." So I said, hey, the language. Let's tone it down there, pay cable. I get it. I tell her, I say, listen, we can't do that tonight because I don't have any condoms. Well, she retorts with, I don't care, stick it in raw dog. She knew the term raw dog. Hi, I'm a red flag. Nice to meet you. No girl should know the term raw dog, let alone use it in a phrase. I come back with, listen, I just want to reiterate, I don't have any condoms, I don't have any tall kitchen bags, I don't have a laminating machine, I don't know dark magic. All the paper towels in the world wrapped around there is not going to help me tonight. Please, it's not going to happen. So she replies with, she goes, well, I want to get off. Stick something in me. And, here's the thing, you guys. I don't have toys. I don't have, vibrators and dildos. All that stuff is in storage. It's winter. So here's what I did. I can't believe I did this. I took my TV remote. I know you're saying, Dane, that is wrong, as the gays would say, on so many levels. I know. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was a little more concerned about the remote. Future button usage. Also, the battery hatch was a little loose, and I was afraid the Duracells were going to fall out inside there. I'm not fishing them out. Do some jumping jacks. Dunk, dunk. Gravity will take over. I'm sure your fallopian tube doesn't take double A's, is my point. This is a horrible thing to share. But there's some good news to be had, and that's why I'm telling it to you tonight. Let's recap the negatives, the cons. I stuck a remote control in this girl's vagina. I did this. Guilty. Here's the good news, the upshot, the silver lining. She TiVo'd The Departed. You gotta. I just want to say this. I'm not trying to be, your parents here, but you got to practice the safe sex. If you're not ready to, start that family, you got to practice safe sex. And I know some guys. I know your method. Some guys here use the. It's called the pull and pray method. Right? T minus 10 seconds. I'm out. And then you blow it all over her belly, and you try to be a soothsayer all of a sudden, right? Okay, hold on. This little piece right here. Did you just start a new job? The pull and pray method, not very effective. I have my own method that I'll share with you. It's called the push and pray method. I try to go past all the important stuff and blow my load into your heart. It's exclusive to me, this thing. This is the stuff that I think about while you're at work all day. I think that we should be free to roam our bodies. I'm sure from time to time you like to spend a little quiet time with yourself, right? You like to lay down and put 3 pillows behind your back, right? I know. I like a nice hospital bed setting myself. 3 pillows, put some mints right next to your shoulder, right? Every once in a while, give yourself a little break, come up there. I got it. I know. Do you like to get funny with yourself once in a while?
Once in a while, yeah.
Where's the place that you like to do it? Bed? You like to do it in the shower? What's your comfort zone?
Computer chair.
Computer chair. Computer chair. Okay, got it. I'm assuming that you've got a plethora of porn somewhere on that computer screen. I'm sure you just hit a terabyte, right? And where is it? Just in case your girl's with you, it's in a folder called Tax Returns 1997. Ah, you son of a bitch. Now you gotta go home and change it. I was masturbating violently a couple of days ago. It was one of those rare ones where right in the middle of it, I thought I was gonna turn into a fucking werewolf. I was like, I started growing a snout. I was like, I really was. I was just sweating profusely, and I was mumbling to myself like the Joker in Dark Knight. I was like, come on, hit me. Hit me, do it. I had a Tommy gun in my right hand, and I was firing at the moon. Bat, 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 bat. I was going bananas on myself. What happened was, this was really an odd experience, because when I finally ejaculated, I've never had so much come out. No, I'm not even kidding. I got concerned. It wouldn't stop. I actually had to turn my penis away from me, and I heard myself go, whoa! Like it was a runaway steed. It just kept going to the point where I thought I was going to cum my own skeleton. I'm not even kidding you. I thought bones and organs were going to start flying out of me. When I was done, I'd be inside out, jerking inside right next to me on the bed. I don't know. That's what I thought. I can't really tell you in terms of measurement how much came out. I know, guys, we normally know, like, roughly, like, I know normally I can fill up my belly button. I know that. A little bit of spillage, Kennedy $50 size, I'd like to say. But on this day, let me put it this way. I can't describe it in terms of measurement, but I will say this. If I was at Cold Stone, it was a gotta-have-it size. I'm at a loss for words right now myself. Very rare for me, sir. Very rare that there's only really been one time in my life that, and it was recently, that it was actually with a waitress, and she froze my brain. It was really interesting the way she did this. She froze my brain. She asked me, I'd never eaten at this restaurant before, and she asked me a question that it was impossible for me to answer. It was almost a riddle. And it was so simple. I'd never eaten there. I didn't look at the menu because I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted a turkey club sandwich. And I like 3 things on a turkey club. I like lettuce, mayonnaise, and cheese. Very simple. She finally comes over to me, and she's not in a good mood already, right? She's one of those waitresses that, like, she's blaming me for the fact that she's so busy, right? Even when I sat, she was like, I need a minute, please. And I was like, I didn't do this. I don't travel with a gang of 40 people. She finally comes back. She goes, yes, what do you want, right? So I'm kind of rushed, but I look at her and I said, yeah, could I have a turkey club sandwich? And could I get that with only lettuce, mayonnaise? Right there, she rudely interrupts me and she goes, yeah, why don't you just tell me what you don't want on it? I'm sitting there and I'm frozen. Here's the thing, I know now what I didn't know then. What I know now is I didn't know what the fuck was on the sandwich to know what I didn't want on the sandwich. So I was sitting there just trying to know the ingredients of a sandwich. And then I thought of the question, I got a little bit pissed off and embarrassed. I was like, what don't I want on the... There's a lot of things I don't want on the sandwich. I don't want foliage on the sandwich. I don't want rust or any other alloy on the sandwich. I don't want a policeman's badge on the sandwich. I don't want fish hooks on my grandmother's eyes on the sandwich. What an ass-backwards way of going into anything. What if that was customer service rigmarole all the time? Yeah, could I get a coach class ticket for the flight? Yeah, is there anything you don't want on the flight? Yeah, I don't want fire on the flight. I don't want rabid dogs running around nipping at people. I don't want people opening and closing umbrellas near my goddamn eyes. I don't want a surly character sitting next to me praying to a god that's not my god in an angry fashion. I don't want the captain coming out of the cockpit going, I hate my fucking life! Well, that's not good. Point is, I want lettuce, mayonnaise, and cheese on a turkey club. Thanks.